Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Is it romantic to marry someone very fast? I married my wife in only 54 days from across the world, and I thought that was very practical, but could it have been romantic? One definition of what romantic is romance or romantic love is a feeling of love for or a strong attraction towards another person, and the courtship behaviors undertaken by an individual to express those overall feelings and resultant emotions. Yeah, I suppose that might be a classic definition of romance. You know, I like to watch, I guess you'd have to call them romance movies with my wife on, what is that channel? Lifetime Network. But yeah, I mean, those are nice shows. You know how they're going to end, but you feel good. But I just am real hesitant on this channel to equate love with feelings or emotion, because feelings and emotions don't last. It's like they don't have a brain. And so I'd like to think, let me know what you think, if, the real romance has something to do with your thoughts and your intentions and not just your feelings. One other definition of romantic is conducive to or characterized by the expression of love, as in a romantic candlelit dinner, which I'm not sure I agree with that one either. Mentions similar words: amorous, intimate, passionate, lovey-dovey. Sounds like kind of emotions, like I said before with the other one. Another one, of, characterized by, or suggestive of an idealized view of reality, a romantic attitude towards the past. Well, on Love Beyond the Sea, I try to be real frank and talk about the reality that love is about what you do for that person. It's a sacrificial love. You don't take into account yourself and what it's going to cost you when you love someone. You do what they need to have done. And I kind of thought by getting married so quickly, I was sending the message to her: look, I'm ready to love someone, and I'd like it to be you. I want to take care of you. If you would have me, if you think could be a good husband to you, let's get married. I'm serious about getting married. And we got married in 54 days, and people saying, oh, just wait 2 or 3 years, she'll be finding another guy. And no, we've been married close to 7.5 years now. And I think we're getting stronger all the time as we get to know each other better, as we go through more things together, which you would expect, if you stay together, which a lot of couples aren't. And maybe that's because, there was too much feelings and emotions involved. I don't think you need to be wooed for years and have a spectacular proposal or a wedding to have a romantic relationship. I'm going to a marriage or a wedding this weekend. We got married quickly. I'm not going to say, we were madly in love with each other, because when you get married that quickly, more or less you're promising what you're going to do for each other based on the trust that you have for each other at that time. And there's not some hard to define romantic feelings. I don't know that you have to be romantic to get married. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be willing to take the chance to ask somebody, to go out with you, and whether it's domestically or overseas, and understand that a lot are going to say, no, they're not going to be interested in that. But that's okay. You just have to dust yourself off. Don't take it personally, and keep going like I did, and find somebody to marry, then love each other. And maybe the romance, will end up coming later. If you like somebody in some way, they seem like a decent individual, similar worldview, similar morality, you're willing to commit to their good, ask them to marry you. and see if they're serious about that. Your feelings aren't going to sustain the marriage. Good times isn't going to sustain the marriage because there's going to be some down times. I'm trying to be very realistic here on this channel. Romance can wait until you get married. And that's when I think love has to really begin at that point. Because before you're married, is that really love? You can go any direction you want until you're totally committed and tied down to each other. That's when I think the love must be displayed. And to me, that seems romantic. Anyway, that's just my take here about romance and a quick marriage on Love Beyond the Sea.